Hey guys, Obscure Edge here. I know it's been some time, but pretty much what I'm going to break down for you is if Miscreated is worth your time and or money. So, as a lot of people know, I've played DayZ, I've played Romero's Aftermath, I've played H1. H1's always been my main thing. I've always went to H1. The combat system in it was always fun. But to me, anyway, there's not a huge group working on Miscreated. I think there's like a course of like maybe 11 people. I streamed it not too long ago. I had a couple devs in and they were talking to me what I thought the game needed and whatnot. But they've done some awesome optimization patches. This game is running brilliant for me. I have a 964 gigabyte video card, but my processors is only 2.66 gigahertz, so I lack in processing power, which really sucks. This game's on the CryEngine, so not only do you need graphical, you do need a good processor as well. But I do run it on max, mainly run 60 FPS. Sometimes a little areas will stutter, but other than that, I'm running smooth as butter. So let's just start with the pros. I would honestly say the combat system has really improved itself. So this game doesn't have zombies, they call them mutants, and that's exactly what they look like. They kind of just look like weird, crazy mutants, pretty much. So those are the enemies that are in the game right now. There's just a couple different looking ones. There's not a lot in this area because I'm in the middle of nowhere, and I have a feeling that the more populated server is, the more mutants there actually are in the map. So besides not having zombies, it has mutants. It's pretty much similar to what you expect in any kind of crafting game when it comes to terms of crafting. So here's your inventory screen. And you go to crafting and you pick where you want to make. So if you want to make structure, okay, there's barbed wire, that's just structures here. But if you want to click metal, sorry, these are the metal structures, but if you want to go to wood, you got a lot more to choose from. So also you can find papers that kind of look, they're a bit more lighted, and they're actually recipes that stay on your character to build more cooler looking stuff, and also things like that. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to show you about what the base building is about, but if you look on their site or look on the main page of their stuff, they have a nice little tutorial video of them making a base, and I must say it looks phenomenal. It's really like in depth and stuff, and how you can make stuff is really awesome in it. Coming from like say H1 where you just build deck foundation and like expansions and stuff, every base looks the same. Well, they're releasing patches that you could customize your base in different ways and make it a lot more different than other people's bases, which is really sick, and a lot more things to actually add to your base itself, so which is awesome. So like I said earlier, that this is on the CryEngine, so it looks phenomenal. The best thing about this game is probably the lighting. As you can see, it's like dark and dingy in the room. This is like post-apocalyptic, so it's like trees are growing in streets and grass is just, because everything's just decaying due to like everyone being gone from the world for so long. But yeah, the lighting is just, you can see there, is just awesome. My shadows are only on medium. Everything else is set to max though. And you need a flashlight in this game. Like, you really need it to see stuff, which is awesome. Steam message, not too worried about that. But yeah, so anyway, gameplay wise is what you would expect. You could crouch. There's no prone as of yet. There's jumping. There's obviously your run. You could put your weapon to the side or have it out, so you could do that. You could have it out and ready. When you go to aim, it's always first person down the sight. This does, you could do like a third person shot, just like right now, but you don't actually have a crosshair on the screen. So you kind of just have to eyeball it, but first person's fine. It always works out for me. So how the inventory system works as well. So as you can see here, here's my gun. That's my primary. And then here it says Wasteland 22, which is the gun. I have to drag the ammo into that slot. So here's a pistol, which isn't equipped, but let's just say if I wanted to equip it, let's just take the axe out. I'm going to put the pistol here. Well, now there's another slot here, right? Oh, look at that. The sun is dimming down. It's got a nice transition. We're getting to the nighttime. So here's a 45 clip round, and you just drag and drop it. And now it's got 7 rounds. So as you can see, when you hold on it, it says round 7 out of 7. But you go to my Wasteland 22, 5 out of 8. So that means I got 5. After it hits 0, you just drop the pack on the ground, and then it'll despawn or whatnot. So we're going to take that out, and we're going to bring this back down, put my axe back up in the secondary. But yeah, so you have your clothes, pants, shoes, gloves, all different types of accessories. They're adding more constantly. I'm hoping to see a new character model because everyone does look the same. There's only one male character. But the game has been progressing and going further and further. So for cars, you need a couple things. You need a drive belt to drive a car. You need spark plugs, you need a battery, and you need gas and oil, plus all 4 tires. The car will drive without 4 tires. It just drives really slow. Oh, what the heck is going on here? Some floating bricks. I had actually noticed that it's like a rendering thing. See how it renders? I don't know if that's just my game or if it's just something with their last update. But for the most part, this game does look like just incredible. And I know games aren't all about like just graphics and whatnot. It's about gameplay, and the gameplay is definitely there. It doesn't have names above your head, so you could literally just be crouched in a tree. Well, there's a fence here. Let me just get over. So if you go into a tree, you'll hear it ruffle. Oh, I guess not. Oh, these aren't real bushes. Where's the real bushes at? These are bushes you could hide in, but there's actually rustling that you actually get when you go through certain bushes and stuff like that. Maybe these ones here. Ah, there you go. So you could hear it. And you can't really see that good, but no one could also see you. There's no names or anything like that in this game, so you can't really see anyone like that, which is pretty sick. Cars are easily to... You could find them pretty easily. There's an ATV. There's a military truck. There's a pickup truck. And there is an airport vehicle and a tractor, I believe. As of right now, that is what's out in the world. Cars do despawn after they haven't been used in a while. So if people are like hoarding them in their base and whatnot, and then they will despawn. So there is that. So I've just been on this server right now. This is just a regular US server, and there's cars laying around all over the place. So it's not like H1 where you have to like always be walking. So you will find a vehicle probably without a problem. This game is really underpopulated and I think really just under-noticed. But right now it's 50% off, and would I recommend this for $20? I paid full, well actually I got this gifted to me. Would I pay full price to it? Hands down it's worth the $21. That's Canadian, $21.99. Hands down it's worth that much, in my opinion. But right now it's 50% off and it's like $10. So if you guys are watching this video now and you have, if you look at the system requirements and if you could handle it, definitely, I would say definitely pick this up. It's definitely getting better, and it's a small team working on it. I like supporting people that I see that are actually putting in to their project, and it's not just like a dead end. It seems to be going somewhere. I just want to see more people play it. I want to see more people enjoy it like I do with my friends. I have a group of friends that I play with, and I love it. I really enjoy this game. There's not a huge lot of cons. There is a bit of desync with the vehicles sometimes. Like when you're passenger, it looks like really fidgety, but it's just desync from the server that will probably eventually get smoothed out, hopefully. Driving is similar to H1. It's no different, really. Stuff like that. You can't shoot out of vehicles. Not that I know of. I don't even think you could shoot out when you're on the back. But you can obviously get shot at while you're in the vehicle and whatnot. But mainly, I think it just the game overall looks amazing. It runs amazing if you got a good computer. Very team-oriented. Crafting, you guys will love making a base in this. It's, you know, it's like you got to gather supplies, so it's repetitive, just like any other crafting game. But like the final product is amazing. Like in H1, I could spend 10 minutes, have a deck foundation, a fully built base. I'm like, wow, looks like everything else out there. Looks like shit. So I don't mean to keep going back to H1, but H1 is like always the one I played constantly. But now I'm getting more into Miscreated just for the sake of how much better it actually is. You can see the day and night cycle. It's great. I think night's a little too long. I think it should be like 60-40 or maybe even 65-35 would be a little bit better, like more day than night, because night's a little dreaded on sometimes and it's so dark you need a flashlight or a torch to see anything. But anyway, you could craft bandages as well. I forgot to mention you could craft bandages, like medical stuff, weapons. Like I said, you need to get certain things, recipes that you find in the world as well, which are pretty fair. They're making it fairly easy to find them now. The new patch that just came out, you guys need to look at it. You got to see all these patch updates that have coming out for this game. Look it up on Steam. In my opinion, guys, I think it's worth the money, and even more so now that it's 50% off. But hopefully I got to cover some of the stuff that in this review. I don't do a lot of reviews because sometimes I always forget something. I'm like, oh, I forgot to mention that. I didn't go in depth with that and stuff like that. As of like even as you can see at the bottom right is my HUD. I'll just go over the HUD really quickly. Top's radiation. There's some radiation zones that you can go in. Here is your temperature levels, oxygen, which only goes down when you're swimming. There is swimming in this game. There's boats as well. I forgot to mention as a vehicle. See, I always forget stuff. There is your water levels and your food levels, and of course your health. So, and that's pretty much what covers it, guys. Like that's pretty much everything. So yeah, I'll leave it to you guys to decide if you think it's worth getting, but let me know in the comments below anything that you want to that I should have added to this video as well. But thanks for watching, everyone. Obscure Edge here, and until next time, make sure to click that follow button. Check me out on Twitch. See you later, everyone.